I was lucky enough to live for many years in this beautiful house in West London. It was a very theatrical house. In fact, it was owned before me by a star of the musical theatre in London. And it was kind of a Camelot of a play, a stage set of a house. It had a vast lounge with a minstrel's gallery and a huge fireplace that you could kind of big enough to run around in, and a big tapestry hanging down over the fireplace. It was very camp. But I was very lucky. You know, I think back, just as an aside, I think back how fabulous and fantastic the last 50-odd years have been with the Moody's, and before that, when I was with Marty Barr when I left school, and how wonderful it's all been. And I wish I'd have enjoyed, you know, every moment. But as it is, it's been stressful all the way. If I'd have only known. But anyway, I was in that lovely house one day, and the phone rang in the Baronial Hall lounge at the Minstrel's Gallery, and I ran to pick it up. And it was an American voice on the end of the line, and he said to me, "Are you the guy who sang Nights in White Satin?" Best to check, isn't it? And I can't remember what I said, because he said, "I've got a song I think would be right for you." So he sent it round to the house the next day, and I was listening to it in the Baronial Hall there, tapestry, thinking up reasons why I shouldn't do it. I do that a lot. I spend a lot of my time thinking up reasons, really good reasons why I shouldn't do it. But round at the house that day, there happened to be this young lad who worked at the Moody Blues record shop. Yes, we had a record shop. And I'm going to move this. And and he'd come round, this young lad had come round for me to sign some papers or something like that. And he was making a cup of tea in the kitchen, or the servants' quarters, as someone probably called it before me. And by the time he got to the Baronial Hall where I was listening to this record, I was playing this demo again. And he stood there with the tea, and he listened to it all the way through. And when it finished playing, he said to me, "You ought to do that, mate. You ought to do that. That's perfect for you." I thought maybe he's right. What am I now? Just sitting around here in Camelot. So I went down to this little studio called Advision behind Oxford Street, and I met a guy called Jeff Wayne, and his engineer, who was also confusingly called Jeff. I met Jeff and Jeff. And they were working on a project of the H.G. Wells story of the War of the Worlds. And I knew some of the musicians that were on it too. They were pals. And I did this song that we're going to play for you now. And then a couple of days later, Jeff called me back and said, "I enjoyed it, you know." And Jeff called me back and said, "There's another song that I'd really like you to do on this project." And so I did that as well. And after that, I heard absolutely nothing for about 18 months from any of these parties. And until the phone rang again one day, and I rushed to pick it up. And it was a promotion guy from CBS, and who I knew. And he said, "You remember that thing you did with Jeff Wayne?" And I said, "Yeah, of course, nobody ever called." He said, "Well, it's in the bottom end of the charts, and if you do Top of the Pops this week, it'll get in the top 30, we'll all have fun, and it'll be great." And I did, we've all had fun, and it's been absolutely wonderful. It's been a great gift to me. And we can go anywhere in the world and play this, and people seem to know it. It's called Forever